Hello friends, I hope you're doing well. A special welcome if you're new, if you're returning. Thank you so much for coming back. And today we are at Home Depot. I am so excited. Look what's in front of us. Spring will be here very soon, so make sure you get out there and see what you'll be planting for the new season. So in front of us, we have a lot of dahlias, okay? Home Depot is ready for spring. So this one is a decorative mix. There's 4 bulbs in the pack. And as you know, dahlias bloom from summer into fall. This pack is $14.98. They get 36 to 40 inches tall, and it's hardy from zones 8 to 10. And remember, with your dahlia, they love full sun, okay? And if you're in zones 8 to 10, you do not have to dig up your dahlias. If you're in a lower zone, it's recommended you do that because they will rot out for you, okay? And as you can see, they have a lot of dahlias, friends. I am so excited for this video. This is a dinner plate mix, and there's 4 bulbs in the pack, and they will bloom 8 to 10 inches, okay? That's how big the blooms are. That's why it's called a dinner plate mix, meaning it's the size of a dinner plate. And this one will get 32 to 40 inches tall. And remember, with your dahlias, if they're really tall, the dinner plate size, you should stake them, otherwise they will flap over, okay? And you don't want the stem to break and your beautiful buds to fall on the ground, and then you don't have any flowers. And then below here we have a top mix dahlia, 4 bulbs in the pack for $14.98. And these are the smaller ones. And they will get 12 to 14 inches. So with these, I probably would put them in the garden also, but they will be good for your containers if you want to put them in your containers. And keep in mind, when you put dahlias in the containers, from my experience, they do dry out. So make sure the soil is kept moist. All right. And here we are, Liatris. I love Liatris. They have 55 bulbs in the pack for $14.98, and they're dare resistant. I don't have issues with dare in my garden, so I can't tell you if they're dare resistant from personal experience, but the packet says they're dare resistant, and they attract butterflies and bees. Your pollinators love them, and they're hardy from zones 2 to 9, and they will get 32 to 36 inches tall. With your Liatris, you do not need to stake them. They just grow upright and firm and stiff, so to speak. But they're amazing for your garden, friends, okay? If you've never tried Liatris before, I strongly recommend you give them a try. Absolutely love Liatris. And here we have the Purple Rain mixed dahlia. There are 4 bulbs in the pack for $14.98, and once again, they bloom from summer until your first frost. Look at the colors on this packet, friends. Absolutely gorgeous. And this one will get 20 to 36 inches tall. And once again, your dahlias love full sun. Believe it or not, I dedicated 1 spot in my garden just for dahlias. So I'm so excited for this year season. And I think this one is a decorative pastel mix. I think I purchased this one last year. Look at the blooms on here. So if you like your lighter colors, this one is perfect for you. And once again, there's 4 bulbs in the pack for $14.98. And this will get 36 to 40 inches tall and love full sun. And they say if you plant dahlias, if you don't need to dig them out, you don't have to, but they say you probably should, because somehow it produces more bulbs underneath the ground for you. So if you dig them up, you could get more bulbs. If you plant 1, you might end up with 4, and that way you could multiply and get more in your collection. Just a tip there for you. And then here we have this Tequila Sunrise mix. This will get 20 to 36 inches tall. Look at the blooms on here. I love colors, so Definitely, I will love that one. And then we have the Manhattan Island. Oh my goodness, friends, look at this. This reminds me of a drink. Blooms on this, these are 7 to 8 in diameter, so that tells you it's huge, and it will get 36 to 40 inches tall. So definitely you have to stake that one. The color is so vibrant. And then down below here, this one is a Red Empire. It reminds me of a candy cane. 4 bulbs in the pack too. Oh, and this also will get 6 to 7 inches tall. Look at the blooms on here. Isn't it amazing? Flowers are just breathtaking. They just add some life in your garden. They just add some happiness in your home. And this will get 28 to 32 inches. And as you may know, dahlia is great for cut flowers. So can you imagine cutting these and bringing them inside? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for spring to be here. So hang in there, friends. It will be here very soon. And then we have a Valentine mix. Blooms until first frost. And you have 4 bulbs in the pack here. And talking about Valentine, wishing all of you a beautiful Valentine Day with your loved ones, and hope you have a great day. And then here we have another dahlia, calling my friends who love more of the purple color. This is called Patches. And the blooms on here are 8 to 9 inches in diameter. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And this will get 36 to 40 inches tall. So you know that one, you definitely need to stake that one. And friends, if you're enjoying the video so far, I do appreciate if you can click the like button and subscribe if you're not. And if you already subscribed, as always, thank you so much. And then here we have this brand, Vigora. They have 3 lilies in the box here. They're $9.98. And your lilies love full sun to partial shade, and they're excellent in patio pots, and they're hardy from zones 2 to 9, and they will get 36 to 40 inches tall. I've never had to stake lilies, so I don't think you need to worry about staking these. Look at these, they're beautiful. I love this packaging for this brand. It's so easy to read, and they give you every instructions you need. And then we have gladiolus. Oh my goodness, look at this. Absolutely beautiful. And there's 20 mixed colors here in the box for $9.98 also. And your gladiolus love full sun, and they're great as cut flowers, and they will get 48 to 60 inches tall, and they're hardy from zones 8 to 9, and they're dare resistant. I'm in zone 6B, and my gladiolus comes back for me. I don't know why, but it just do. Anyways, and gladiolus is such an underrated flower. I've always said that before, so give them a try and just make sure you stake them, okay, or plant them leaning next to the house or next to a shrub or something to give them support. And below here we have caladiums. There's 3 in the box for $9.98. And these will be great in containers also, and also in your garden. And they will get 12 to 24 inches tall, and they're hardy from zones 9 to 10. And make sure you put them in full shade to partial shade. If you put your caladium in the sun, oh my goodness, they will fry. So just make sure you put them in partial shade, okay? And look at these lilies. I'm a colorful person. I love colors. So this lily would definitely be a pick for me. Look at the colors on here, friends. And they get 32 to 36 inches. And they're hardy from zones 3 to 9. So I'm happy it cover probably almost all of the zones there, right? So a lot of you can purchase this one. And your lilies love full sun to partial sun. Look at this. Beautiful. So let me know down in the comment box below, what bulb are you looking for? What bulb will you be planting? And over here you see we have the fruits here, the fruit trees. I'll be doing a video on that soon, but I'll be doing a video just by itself dedicated to just that area you just saw. Anyways, let's get back into these beautiful bulbs in front of us. And we have elephant air. I love elephant air. I'm an island girl, so I love my tropical plant. There are 7 bulbs in here for $14.98. It's dare resistant, and these are great to put in containers too. and even in the ground. But if you have a small garden and you want to try them in containers, they do very well in containers. Make sure your pot is large, and they will get 36 to 60 inches tall. Very, very huge. And they love full sun. Look at that. And when you buy your plants, just inspect that your bulbs look good, especially if the bag is transparent like that. You don't want to be buying a bulb that has rot on it. Just make sure it's good. And then here we have more gladiolus. Look at the vibrant blooms on here. There's 50 bulbs in the pack for $14.98, and they're dare resistant. I don't have any there, so I can't confirm or deny if they're not, but what I can tell you, they're perfect as cut flowers, and they're very striking in your garden. Love gladiolus. And then here we have more liatris. We saw these already in the front, and give these a try. I don't think I've ever seen liatris in any garden in my neighborhood, so give them a try and let me know what you think. All right, friends, moving over, we have more lilies here. This is the Asiatic mix. Sorry if I mispronounced that. And your lilies return year after year. And you have 15 bulbs in the pack for $14.98. And they will get 32 to 36 inches tall. They're hardy from zones 3 to 9. And the lilies will bloom in the summer. And they love full sun to partial shade. And here you see I'm inspecting the bag, so please make sure you do that. I've purchased bulbs before, and when I get home you have 2 in the bag that's all decayed, so very important you check your bags. And then here we have begonia. This is the double mix. There's 8 bulbs in the pack for $14.98, and the begonia is great for containers, and it attracts butterflies. And they will get 10 to 12 inches tall, and they're hardy from zones 8 to 10. So that's why they're perfect to go in containers. And they love full shade to partial shade. So friends, this is the one you probably should try if you haven't tried it. Look at the blooms on here. They look like rose petals, right? 8 bulbs for $14.98. Oh my goodness. Standing moment for this dahlia. Look at this. Love it. I was just lost looking at the petals on here, giving you a close-up from different angles so you can actually see what it looks like. This is the Soul Man, and there's 4 bulbs in the pack, and you get multiple blooms per bulb. So don't think you're gonna get 1 flower per bulb. You get multiple blooms per bulb, okay? And that's with most dahlias too. Oh my goodness, friends, I love it. And give me 1 second here. All right, and it will get 36 to 40 inches tall, and it blooms summer to fall. And once again, your dahlias is hardy from zones 8 to 10. I fell in love with this dahlia. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, friends, we're gonna get into lily. They have all different lily here. You have the Cancun. You see the box looking empty? They just put these out, so I think people thinking like us, they're looking for their bulbs also. There are 6 bulbs in here for $9.98. So make sure you get out there and buy what you want to buy, okay? Otherwise these get off the shelf really fast. It's still winter, you know, we just want to get out there, we just want to get in the garden, so everybody's excited to do what we're doing, right? That's what gardeners do. We love to get our garden stuff ready. And then here we have this blackout. This is absolutely beautiful. I have this color in my garden, but I'm not sure if it's the same one. And then here we have a Casablanca. Look at the white there. Beautiful. And then friends, look at this one, Landini. 6 bulbs in a pack for $9.98. Take a moment to look at that. I probably would put that one in a container, okay, because it needs its own spot because it's so unique. And then we have the Stargazer, and we have the Tiger Lily orange. I probably would put the Tiger Lily in its own container because it looks so different, right? But anyways, here's an overview of the lily they have. They're absolutely beautiful. A lot to choose from. I love them so much. And then below here we have Dutch Iris Blue Magic. There's 35 bulbs in the pack for $9.98, and they're great as cut flower and they're tear resistant. And these iris will get 20 to 24 inches, and they're hardy from zones 5 to 10. And make sure you put them in the sun. They will love full sun. And you can see they're ready for the ground. Look at the tip there. Very beautiful color. Different purple blue shade right there. And then we have ranunculus. There's 35 bulbs in the pack. And this is the mixed, Evive mixed. And your ranunculus butterflies love them. I'll be starting my ranunculus soon. I'll maybe do a video on that because I know they could be finicky to start from inside. So I'm so excited to start those I have. And these will get 12 to 16 inches tall. And they're beautiful. And they like the cooler weather. So they definitely would bloom for you in probably maybe Mother's Day time. And then when they start to get warm, they will die out. And okay, friends, here we are standing for my gladiolus. Okay, I'm gonna give gladiolus a spotlight here. We have the Sorbet mix, 25 bulbs for $19.98. We have the berry mix. Look at the colors here, friends. You have to try gladiolus, you have to. And then we have the sunset mix. Make sure you stake them. That's the only negative part to them in my opinion. And then below here, I'm not even gonna pronounce the word. Is it Exia? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. There are 35 bulbs in the pack here for $9.98, and they will get 14 to 16 inches tall. They're hardy from zones 8 to 10, and they bloom late spring, and they love full sun. So with these, you probably would have to start them now, depends on where you are, and they're great in containers. And then here we have blue mixed hosta, 3 plants for $9.98. And you know your hosta love full shade or partial shade. Don't put your hosta in the sun, they would not do well for you. And this will get 18 to 20 inches tall, and it's hardy from zones 3 to 9. I purchased this last year, but it did not turn blue. It was not blue as the picture at all. Anyways, and then here we have Bleeding Heart, one of my favorite spring plants. It returns year after year. There's 3 in the pack for $9.98, and it's tear resistant. Bleeding Hearts get 28 to 36 inches tall, and it's hardy from zones 2 to 9, and it prefers partial sun to partial shade. So don't put this in the sun because it will die out. Friends, you see the bag there? This is ready to be planted. And your Bleeding Heart also comes in red, and it comes in white. Beautiful. It's very unique plant in the spring in your garden. And then we have your Black Eye Susan. There's 3 plants in here for $9.98. And you could see here too, this is ready to be planted, and they're very hardy from zones 4 through 9, and they get 24 to 30 inches tall, and your butterflies and your pollinators love Black Eye Susan. Friends, I was so excited when I found this. This is the Poppy Papava Red or Papava Red, 5 bulbs for $9.98. It's tear resistant, and it attracts butterflies. And it will get 24 to 32 inches tall, and it's hardy from zones 2 to 9. I planted some California poppy, and I planted a peony looking poppy from seeds already. I could link those videos down for you below. But I was so excited when I saw the roots, so you can actually purchase it from the roots, because I know poppy could be finicky. We don't have to go through the seed, or you could just come and grab this one. So I was very excited to see this vibrant color here. And then we have a Stilby. There's 3 plants here for $9.98. Look at this. Beautiful. And they're tear resistant, and they return year after year. And a Stilby will get 32 to 40 inches tall, and they're hardy from zones 3 to 8, and they will fit in perfect with your hosta in your shade bed. They love partial shade. Do not put them in the sun. And friends, here we have Columbine, This is the Macana Giant Mix. There's 6 plants for $9.99 in here. And this is the same thing, just like the poppy seeds. They could be very finicky to start. So if you want this in your garden, why not pick up the root here? They have it already. Yeah, you just have to plant it and it's easy. And they will get 30 to 36 inches tall, hardy from zones 2 to 9, full shade to partial shade. Look at that. See, they're ready to be planted. And here we have another sorbet mix of gladiolus below there, 25 in the pack for $9.99. And let's go over peonies, friends. Okay, look at this one. This one is the Sarah Bernhardt peony. There's only 1 in the pack there, and it will get 34 to 36 inches tall, and it's hardy from zones 3 to 8. And this one has 2 to 3 eyes on there, and your peony loves full sun. Look at the blooms. Peony is such a great spring flower, but the blooms, they don't last long, but you know, they're worth it. If you don't have one, I recommend you try it. They're worth it. The blooms, they're definitely worth purchasing. And then here we have the Call peony. It will get 32 to 38 inches tall, and you have 2 to 3 eyes on this one. And make sure when you purchase these, make sure you fill the bag up, because sometimes I've purchased what they say it comes with 2 in there and next it's 1, so you don't want to go home and realize you only have 1, but this one comes with 1. I'm just trying to make a point. Just make sure how much in there is what you get, and you can see this one is ready to be planted. And friends, when you plant your peony, it's very important that you only go 2 inches, okay? 2 inches. They do not like to be covered. If you plant them deeper than 2 inches, they're not going to bloom for you. You will get the foliage, but you will not get any bloom. So very important when you plant them 2 inches and you're barely covered with the soil, okay? And it's probably hard to think why 2 inches, but that's just how the plant works. And I'm going to show you in 1 minute what peony to pick out when you're planting, how to look at them in the bag and make sure I should bring home this one. And then here we have the Ita peony. I think that's how you pronounce it. Not sure. There's 1 in the pack here, and this will get 30 to 36 inches tall, and it bloom late spring. And then once again, your peony love full sun to partial shade. This is good through zones 4 to 9, so you do not have to dig it up. Do you see the red there? Okay, so when you picking up your peony roots, look for the red. You need the red eye. That will tell you have good peonies. So I'm just going through the bags just to pick out a perfect one for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Here's another one. Very important. You need your eyes on your peony. Here we are. You see those already starting to form the flower. Those are the ones you want to get, friends, okay? And then down here we have a sorbet mix. Beautiful. We have another Ita Cora Louise peony. They have so many to choose from, friends. If you want to add one to your collection, please go right ahead. Give it a try. Look at this one. I love this one. There's 2 different types in the bag. They're Flame and Hawaiian Coral, and they give you 3 in here. And this will get 36 to 40 inches, hardy from zones 3 to 8. Okay, do you see the red in there? Do you see it's already starting to grow? Those are the ones I would pick out. You want to make sure they have the eyes on them. Otherwise, you may have an issue trying to plant them, just from experience. And then here we have Canna Mix. There's 7 bulbs in here for $14.98, and they get 28 to 30 inches tall, and they're hardy from zone 7 to 10. So these are the shorter canna, because the canna I have, they get like maybe 6-7 feet tall, but these are ready to be planted. So if you get these, make sure when you go home, I would just make sure there's ventilation in the bag so they don't rot out if you're not going to plant them directly in the garden. And here's a red and white peony. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. See that? That's how I would buy my peony. If I see it start to have the eyes and the foliage emerging, this one I would definitely pick up, because you know it's good and it will survive in your garden. Anyway, friends, I just wanted to share with you what's at Home Depot Garden Center. I'll be doing another video where I'll go over the fruit trees they have, your onions, your garlic, and all the edible plants, but I just wanted to bring this to you. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and thank you for liking my videos and subscribing, and take care of yourself until next then. Cheers.